In the month of March, I actually ended up reading a little bit more on the darker side of fiction, at least at the start of the month, and then went into some lighter reading, and I really enjoyed pretty much every single book I read during March. I had so much fun reading what I wanted to in the moment that I wanted to read it, and I actually got through a lot more than I thought I would. So here are the books I read in March. Criers Cross by Lisa McMann. You guys might just want to check this out before you completely write off Lisa McMann's writing. And because I was craving more by this author, I decided to read Wake by Lisa McMann. This is the first book in the Wake trilogy, or as it's officially called, the Dreamcatcher trilogy. After that, I finished The Pilgrims Progress by John Bunyan, and this one was yet another one absolutely brilliant. The way that John Bunyan institutes character names and places and cities and events, and just gives you a visual picture from the actual wording that he uses for those events. Absolutely mind-blowing. And if you guys are one like I am, who likes to read inspired writing or even retellings of things, then you just might want to pick up The Pilgrims Progress, because it is an allegory of the Bible and the story of salvation. If you guys are interested in that, then you might want to read this, and let me know what you think of it. After that, I read Fade by Lisa McMann, and then I read Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This was the RTBC pick for the month of March, and this is one that I was pleasantly surprised about. I wasn't sure how I was going to like the story. I know that a lot of people mentioned they read something by her, and then they just absolutely need to have another book to read by her because you're so engrossed in what is going on, and I mean literally you're grossed out by some of the things that are written in this, but it's absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed it, and that probably sounds really sick, but I really enjoyed this, and I feel like I need dark places to read like yesterday. And after that, I finished Gone by Lisa McMann. From there, I picked up A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, inspired by an idea from Sobin Dowd. Da 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 da. I couldn't help it. I feel like this book just needed that emphasis going on. This is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. After that, I picked up Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry. Anybody out there who has read The Giver and you are really leery about picking up the next book in this quartet, Gathering Blue, please go and pick it up. Please go and pick it up. Please go and pick it up. After that, I picked up another light read, and this is Major Crush by Jennifer Eccles. The final book that I read in the month of March was The Selection by Kira Cass. Here are the movies that I watched. I started off by rewatching Legally Blonde, which was released back in 2001. From there, I rewatched 101 Dalmatians, which was released back in 1996. I watched Bride and Prejudice, which was released back in 2004. I rewatched Serenity, which was released back in 2005. After that, I watched Sea Spot Run, which was released in 2001. And I also rewatched The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course, which was released back in 2001. Next, I watched Muppet Treasure Island, which was released in 1996. After that, I watched Saving Mr. Banks, which was released in 2013, and I ended up watching this with my mom. The final movie that my mom and I ended up watching at the end of the month was No Reservations, which was released back in 2007. So that is pretty much everything that I read and watched in March. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know, what was the biggest genre you ended up reading? Was it horror? Was it comedy? Was it romance? What was your favorite book that you read, or your favorite movie that you saw? Anyway, guys, I will see you in my next video. Until then, go and pick up a random book and read.